Well, hello there, motherfuckers, and welcome to your Smackdown review. So, a few little things happened on this show. You had Shelton Benjamin re-debuting in ring. You finally had your world champion in the main event for a fucking change. We also started off the night with the champion. It's about time they fucking did this. I understand how you have your world champion and you stick him in the middle of the show most of the time. Well, you could say the same thing on Raw. The champion wasn't in the main event. He didn't open the show. He's just sort of stuck there in the middle. Anyway, let's start from the beginning. The Singh brothers are apologizing to Jinder Mahal in probably the lamest fucking fashion I've ever seen. They're like attempting to cry, but like it's like somebody like you're pretending to cry like in front of a friend as a joke. Oh, what's the matter? Like this is how they were fucking crying. The acting was horrible. Like it's almost like they never fucking did a major segment in their lives. This is one of the few times they've talked on television, but for a major company, for WWE, I mean, the major company is the only game in town. And you're actually going to put these two goofballs next to your world champion, and that's the best acting job they could do. You better be fucking joking. That it has to be some sort of a prank, but it's not. Get these two goofballs away from Jinder already. I'm still not crazy about the fact that they say that these two little guys are the reason that Jinder is champion. First of all, Jinder is dwarfing these guys. Jinder looks fucking like he could kick anybody's ass. And you're telling me that this guy needs to have these other little doofuses to win? And not only that, but when it comes time for them to be implemented into the segment and it's time for them to speak, they ruined the whole thing with some fake ass fucking crying bullshit. And the thing is, it's not, they weren't mocking Jinder. They were supposed to be honestly crying for letting Jinder down, for not beating Nakamurphy. So, you had Nakamurphy coming out, doing his weird ass shit. Jinder goes to hit him, but Orton runs out. Rusev runs out, and we've got a tag match for later tonight. Benjamin and Gable defeat the Ascension. They were putting over how good Benjamin looked, and he did. The guy looked good in the ring. He hit all of his signature spots mainly. He did his old finisher, whatever it was called, pay dirt. I like this spot where, Gable was like, kind of, I think he wanted to go for a double suplex, but Benjamin just like ripped him away and did his own thing. Is it me or this is how I feel. Benjamin is a guy that many people still remember. Maybe not everybody. He was still, he was there when the rating started to go down a bit. But in 2004, this guy beat Triple H. He was involved in major storylines. This guy was, he was on his way to being a big star. I don't know about being a world champion like some people said. I don't know if I've ever seen this guy as a world champion. His mic skills, I know people are going to bring up Benoit and shit, but I don't know. I've never really seen this guy having the charisma of a world champion, but always been a big fan. I think that, if you are going to maybe make this guy a world champion, now would be the time to do it when you have, like, no stars. Not to have Jinder lose the belt, but I'm saying for the future. Start building this guy up. I mean, at least give him another U.S. title. I'd like to see AJ and Benjamin. That could also be a pretty good rivalry. AJ could handle the situation on the mic. I mean, Benjamin is adequate. I mean, he does an all right job, I'm sure. He's gotten more practice over the years. But I'd like to see more than just this. This is a poor man's world's greatest tag team. And Benjamin completely dwarfs Gable. When it was Benjamin and Haas, they were essentially the same size. They were 6 foot something, 6'2", 6'1" apiece, whatever they are. And so, it looked a lot better. Now it's like Benjamin looks sort of like Gable's stepfather or some shit, like his black stepdad. Uh, as weird as that sounds, I mean, it does. I mean, like, Gable looks like a child compared to Benjamin. AJ Styles issued an open challenge. I don't know how I feel about all these open challenges. I mean, it can't hurt, but, everybody now after Cena wants to do a U.S. Open challenge. That gimmick kind of wears thin. It made more sense for Cena because, he's the veteran in WWE. Styles might be a veteran in his own right, but you see what I'm saying? Like, everybody's going to do this gimmick. Everybody's going to do the U.S. Title, open challenge. So Ty Dillinger responds. Everybody is, complaining about this. He got buried. Corbin attacks him from behind, but Ty wants to start the match anyway. Styles beats him in like under 2 minutes. It was an all right little fast match. I wish more matches could be like this, just over like that, like get it over with. And it's still a good match and it doesn't overstay its welcome. Ty Dillinger, though, I still don't get this guy. Like, why is there like some type of weird cult following for this man? Like, this is a man that, wasn't even that over in NXT. I mean, I shouldn't say he wasn't over in NXT, but they didn't really do a lot with him in NXT. It's not like this guy was a world champion or anything like that, where people are getting like all bent out of shape because they're not, following through with making him a main eventer. So, but people are still complaining and everybody is going apeshit. Oh, they buried him here. They buried Ty. And I'm seeing the comments, Ty's stock is going down. Ty Dillinger never had a stock to begin with. This guy is just, they needed a spot for the mid-card and they called him up, basically. I don't think they had any plans, but it's probably not a smart idea to post on Twitter that you fucked Miz's wife. So, this guy gets what he deserves, I suppose. It's not like we're really missing out on anything, truly exceptional here with Ty Dillinger or Gavin Spears, as he was once known as. Bobby Roode defeated Mike Kanellis. Here's the thing. Mike Kanellis' career is fucking finished. I mean, they bring this guy in. He was, he was pretty notable on the indies, did a lot of things in ROH, got called the fake CM Punk. But the guy looked like he could generate some heat. They bring in Maria Kanellis, it's a hot bitch right there. And they're not doing anything with these guys. They strap them with a lame-ass gimmick, a dead-on-arrival gimmick. And, they feed him to Bobby Roode. And Bobby Roode should really be doing more right off the bat. I mean, this is not making an impact. Bobby Roode, I said I endorse this guy. I think if they're going to push somebody to the moon, make it Bobby Roode. Roode looks like a star. He acts like a star, yada, 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 like I usually say. This is a guy that, deserves a little bit more right out of the gate. Reintroduce him. But the jobber matches, Aiden English last week. Now we're doing Mike Kanellis. Like, really, when you break this down, somebody watching this match What are we supposed to take away from this? It's a squash. Okay. He beat him. It's like, you've seen that in the past. Okay, we all know the guy is special. We can clearly see that, but is it really that special having a 2-minute match? Is that really going to make you take notice? Because right here on the card, we also have Tamina with another squash match. What does this really do? You obviously know that Bobby Roode is going to beat him. So what is the point of this match? Like, I'll never understand this. Why do they book these matches when they could be doing something more worthwhile story-wise with this guy? I mean, you've got a big star on your hands. You've got a guy that's capable of accomplishing a lot on the mic. You're not even giving this guy any mic time here, for example. Like, you're missing the opportunity here to have a good promo, and you're not going to take that opportunity? Kevin Owens comes out. He interrupts Aiden English to cut a promo. Shane tells him to get out of the ring. He chose the referee last week. It's time for Sami Zayn's match. Partway through the match, Owens runs into the ring. He demands the referee takes off his shirt. He puts it on, and then he counts Sami Zayn down. Aiden English beats him. Okay, a couple of things about this. Are we really going to do this again? I mean, seriously, are we really going to do this again? Are we going to honestly have another Sami Zayn Owens match? Like, we haven't had enough of this bullshit? You're going to do it again? I like the little touch with him putting on the referee shirt and shit, but my God. This is the best you could think of. What's Owens' next step? Let's just have him have another match with Sami Zayn. What wasn't like a couple of months ago that's supposed to be the last match with Sami Zayn? Now we're going to be back to another match with Sami Zayn. They are right. These guys will fight each other forever, and it doesn't matter who the fuck is sick of it. It doesn't matter how many times they've done it. It doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't matter what anybody wants to see. You want fresh TV, you want fresh rivalries. Doesn't fucking matter. What we are doomed to is an endless supply of Sami Zayn, bitch boy, cab driver, Sami Zayn, and fat ass Kevin Owens. Matches to the end of fucking time. And I cannot believe that they are honestly doing this again. Like, we're watching this fucking again. I mean, my God, it's not a fucking replay. But they are actually going to try to get another match out of these guys. I understand that you guys, they like the fact that this is a big rivalry and everything. But this has never been good. I'm sorry, but this has never been good. Okay, these guys are good at wrestling each other. I get it. But we've seen it. Oh, but that was on Raw. They're on Smackdown now. Oh, that makes it all different, huh? You gotta be kidding me. Backstage, Dolph Ziggler makes the best quote of all time. So I kind of had a feeling. I love this excuse that they give. So it's time. Ziggler's been off TV for months. He's not injured. Doesn't have any, didn't have a death in the family, didn't have anything. It was because the writers didn't have anything for Dolph Ziggler. You look at Ziggler, and I know the guy's got haters and stuff, but you look at Ziggler and you see a star. The guy's got a body of a star. When the guy's given, the chance to rant, this guy cuts amazing shoot promos, and he was cutting another great promo here, but remember the big reveal? Oh, because I'm not in the right town. Like, how cheap and stupid and overdone is that? Obviously, what the thing is here, and I'm going to be perfectly honest, I know what's going on here. They don't know what the big reveal is. They don't know what they're going to do with Ziggler. They don't know. Because the thing is, obviously, if they had a chance to do it, they would have done it already. I mean, but Brad, they're trying to build towards something. Build towards what? Have you not noticed how the ratings go down and down? If they got a good idea, it's time to use it. It's the same thing that people are complaining. Why are they booking all these matches for No Mercy? Like, are you out of your mind? Like I said this, if they have a good match, if they have a good storyline, do it already. It's not like they have all the time in the world. The fucking company sucks. It's not like they have opportunity or after opportunity to get, to dawdle, to waste time doing meaningless pay-per-views and shows. That's why they're going for broke and doing Cena and Roman at No Mercy. The ship is crashing. It is already capsized and has hit the motherfucking iceberg. The shit has hit the fan already. Why are we wasting time or complaining about, why am I getting a good match at a pay-per-view? You got to be fucking joking. You're actually going to complain about getting quality. And they should do the same thing here. Like, hurry it up. Like, you can't come up with an idea for Ziggler, a guy this charismatic. You can't find something from. But the best line where he says, he talks about Finn Balor, the old fuckboy, the old cookaroony. And what does he say about him? This guy puts paint on him to hide the fact that he is a charisma vacuum. I don't know if Ziggler was, given the go-ahead to say that, but for fuck's sakes, I'm going to start using that. Thank you, Ziggler. I don't mean to plagiarize. You guys know I'm not much of a plagiarist. I come up with my own things. I'm the first ever YWC champ. Nobody ever made that claim before me. I'm the first one to say, well, hello there, motherfuckers. And I'm the first one, I get compared to other people. I've had, they went after people in the past, and they've tried to say, that people are copying me. Like at the end of the day, I don't fucking care. The thing is, I'm going to use that fucking line because it's fucking gold. It's gold, Jerry. It's gold. It really is. It's fucking gold, and I'm going to be using that. The charisma vacuum. What I've been saying for over a fucking year on this channel is finally come to fruition on WWE television. A charisma vacuum indeed. You can't hide the lack of charisma. I'm sorry, I know this is about, that Finn's on Raw, but the mention of Balor really sparked it in me. The fact that he wears that fucking paint doesn't hide the fact that he's a charisma vacuum. Yeah, that's right, motherfuckers. That's right. Right here. Charisma vacuum. You're damn fucking right. He's a charisma vacuum. Fuck that fuck boy. And by the way, come up with the big reveal already. We all know it's going to be disappointing anyway. The Usos defeated the New Day. They get to choose the stipulation. Like I said with the 2/3 of the Shield against Sheamus and Cesaro. They're going to have the match, play it out before they even have the match. What's the stipulation going to be? I don't fucking know. I'm already getting sick of that feud. Backstage, Carmelo was arguing with Ellsworth about opening his mouth. He said, "Did you get the flowers I sent you?" Carmelo asked him, why does it say with sympathies? Did he steal it from like a funeral home or something? Then you had Natalya showing up. She said that she's going to make her the female Baron Corbin. Oh my God. Poor Baron Corbin. All I can say is, this man gets frustrated on Twitter with all these fucking losers. And what happens? They punish him. They bash this guy. They make him lose. They make him lose his case. They make him lose on TV and matches. Oh my fucking God. That was quite a line right there, I gotta say. For Natalya, who is another person that's sort of a charisma vacuum in her own right. You know, in a charisma vacuum. The funny thing is, I guess a couple of years ago she was a reverse vacuum because instead of pulling stuff in her ass, she was blowing it out when she was fucking farting all the time. Anyway, Naomi reveals that she's going to, use her rematch in 2 weeks. We had another fashion. Oh no! First it was Tamina against some jobber. Lana did the crush routine that she did with Rusev from ringside. Tamina beat the jobber. You know what the funny thing about this is? Tamina has been in this company for like how long? Like 5, 6 years. I think it's been like 5. Like she got there in 2012. And Tamina is now having a squash match. You're finally going to do something with Tamina. Like they finally remembered that they did something. I mean, this girl's had a strange career. I know she was injured for a while. They made her the bodyguard of AJ, not Styles Lee. And it was a very weird career for Tamina. First, they started her off with the I don't get why she's still going with the tribal music. You would think that they'd choose something different, like based on what she's wearing and shit. When she first started off, that music made sense, because she was going with the whole Superfly thing. She was wearing the leotard with the cheetah print, kind of like her father. And she's not doing that anymore. It's very weird, like watching somebody in a squash match 5 years after they debut. It's like openly admitting we don't know what the fuck to do with her. We're trying again. This is like take 63 for Tamina's career. It's a good idea. It's an interesting little thing, like the Beauty and the Beast type of thing going on there. The Fashion Files, they're back to doing clues. I thought that they said that they were going to, like, return to SmackDown. I thought it was, they were going to go after the tag titles, I thought, but they're back to doing clues again. The clues led to Aiden English. No, it was a decent segment, decent little thing. They got in some funny lines. They were looking at some clues. It was a belt. Fandango picked it up and says, "Oh, this is a title." And then Breeze tells him, "No, that's a belt. It's meant for holding up your pants." So they did a couple of cute jokes, you could say, that were funny. Then in the main event, it was Orton and Nakamurphy defeating Jinder and Rusev. At least Jinder didn't get pinned, is all I could say. And at the end of the match, Orton drops Nakamurphy with the RKO. So, I don't know what they're going to do here. Maybe we might get a fatal 4-way to spice things up already, since Nakamurphy can't even fucking speak English to carry a feud. So the thing is, Jinder can't do all the talking. I'm sick of hearing broken English all the time. Yeah, it's enough already. Time to get some stars into this fucking thing and actually get people who can fucking talk. I don't care if this guy is strong style. I don't care if he's strong style's a cock. I don't fucking care. I don't like Nakamurphy. Don't like him. The guy, first of all, like I said, I was never crazy about this guy. I never saw the appeal. He does weird things with his hands, and all of a sudden people want to say that this is great. Okay, like, the guy makes an attempt to be charismatic, but the guy don't speak English. It's just doing weird fucking gyrations. It's not enough, guys. And he almost broke Cena's neck. End the story there, motherfuckers. So, SmackDown was okay, not great. It was all right. Some bad acting in the opening segment. Ziggler got in the good line about the charisma vacuum. You got to see Benjamin again. But I can't help but feel all these people debuting and re-debuting, Benjamin and Roode, they can be doing so much more. Like, why wasn't Roode in this main event? That would have got him noticed, right? You know what? You know what? Why are we wasting our time with the Nakamurphys of the world when we could be having fucking Bobby Roode, a guy who speaks full English, the guy who actually looks like a star, has a better body, a better look, a better everything. But you guys are going to go with Nakamurphy because he's fucking Japanese. That's the only reason why you like him. You like the idea, oh, this guy represents New Japan. This ain't New Japan. This is the fucking United States. This is WWE, motherfuckers. It doesn't matter. Why do you want to see these other wrestlers that are so out of place in the WWE? You know, it's obvious it's not working. This guy is not that great of a worker, to be fucking honest. He almost broke somebody's neck. The whole thing that he does is he tries to kick people as hard as he can. It's fucking retarded because this shit ain't real. I mean, he's going to honestly really hurt somebody one day. I can see it because, you know, he has that one kick where he like kicks people in the neck. Watch one day that someone's going to get a serious neck or throat injury, or he's going to like crush somebody's like larynx or some shit with that kick. I mark my fucking words. I'm not saying, you know, I don't want to wish it, you know, because sometimes when you say shit, it might come true. But I'm just saying, there's only so many times that you can kick somebody as hard as you can before you seriously injure them. I don't know what the fuck Vince is on. I don't know how senile, what the level of Alzheimer's is in that man's head. But I'm very, very surprised and disappointed in McMahon that he kept all that stupid ass shit out of the WWE for a long time, and now he's just letting them all come in and doing all this stupid shit. It is. It's like surprising. Why did you think for so long you never saw that many Japanese wrestlers, and when you did, they didn't really last that long? Or they weren't from New Japan, like the real Kenzo Suzuki, not this fake ripoff shit. It was because they didn't want them to work that style, because the whole thing with WWE is these guys are on the road the whole year. They got to keep them healthy. What the fuck is the point if these guys are risking injury every time they step in the ring with the man? And I'm nervous for Jinder that he has to keep going in the ring with this fucking maniac. Yeah, I mean, for fuck's sakes, I mean, he's risking his life in there. What if that was Jinder, you know, and what if he wasn't as experienced as Cena? You know, he's not as experienced as Cena, and he got tossed on his neck. He might have broken his neck, because at least Cena is like, you know, he has more experience. He might brace himself more. He knows what's coming. You know, the guy has been injured before. He knows what the deal is. I'm just saying, it's an accident waiting to happen. Well, anyway, motherfuckers, there's your SmackDown review. This has been your WC champ, signing out.